What's going on, everybody? Welcome. Hope everybody's day is going well. I'm Arm & Hammer. You already know what it is. Back at it again with another Sparking Zero video. So ever since the final trailer for the game dropped, I'm assuming some big embargo was lifted, because after that, the creators didn't waste no time, bruh. They got to dropping that footage like it was no tomorrow. And that shit is taking over the internet, bruh. Like, whenever a nigga drops footage, we're fucking there, man, because October cannot come fast enough. Now, because of that, we finally get to see gameplay on my favorite Z-Movies villain of all time, Broly. So in today's video, I just wanted to go over what changes they made in his moveset that differs from the old games, you know what I'm saying? I figured that'd be a lot more fun than just reacting to the gameplay or whatever. We're not gonna go over base Broly in this video because, let's be for real, they went as bare bones with him as they could get. I'm not even gonna lie. But anyways, without further ado, let's get into it. So first things first, we're looking at Bloody Smash. From the looks of it, they kept it nearly 1-to-1 as it was in the older games. They didn't really change too much. You know what I'm saying? He grabs you by the head, brings you down to the ground, and stomps on you. And if anyone's wondering what this is a reference to, it's a reference to Broly's fight against Goten and Trunks in Dragon Ball Z Second Coming, where he puts both of their heads on the ground and attempts to stomp on them before, you know, they move the fuck out of the way, of course. As a matter of fact, I think a lot of Restrained Broly's moves are referenced from Second Coming, and that includes his ultimate attack. That would be the Eraser Cannon. And of course, that's like his trademark move. Why wouldn't they have that in there? That's also referenced from Second Coming, and of course, he spammed the fuck out of it the whole movie. You know what I'm saying? So of course, we got Eraser Cannon. If I recall correctly, the only super attack in Restrained Broly's moveset that references from the first movie is Trap Shooter. And that is when he was on some crazy ass timing, bruh. That nigga pulled up and attacked Goku while he was sleeping. And when Goku was like, hey nigga, calm the fuck down, nigga. Fuck you so mad about? He just started laughing and spammed a bunch of trap shooters, bruh. So when it comes to Restrained Broly, I think they did everything right. They don't need to change anything. But anyways, let's move on. And now, ladies and gentlemen, we get to the main event, and that is Legendary Super Saiyan Broly. Now, when it comes to the transformation, you know, the animation and all that, I don't really have too many gripes with it, right? They didn't do anything different that wasn't done in the older games, right? In the movie, when he transformed, he was like laughing like the Joker, like a fucking evil maniac, and the fucking energy was tearing his face off. And obviously they weren't gonna put that in a Dragon Ball video game, so I think the green lines that appear across his face get the point across pretty well. So I don't really have any gripes with the transformation itself. Alright y'all, we're coming up on Broly's Eraser Cannon, which in this form is now a super attack compared to the previous form, you know what I mean? It was an ultimate. But if y'all noticed, they incorporated a bit of theatrics into this move that wasn't in the previous form, and that is a cutscene of Broly turning around, talking his shit, charging up the cannon, swinging back around, and throwing that bitch. You know what I'm saying? Because in the older games, he'll just pull it out, charge it up, and throw that motherfucker, right? Well, in this game, right, they incorporated a bit of, you know, flashiness into the move. And in case anyone is wondering what this is referencing, it is a reference to the first Broly movie, where Broly blew up the slave's home planet. Like, that nigga was on some crazy ass timing. That nigga hurled the ball at them, swung it back up in the sky, and had it hit their home world. Nigga talking about some, oh, oops. Did I just blow that bitch up? Oh, my fault, bro. I'm sure y'all wanted to go back there. You know what I'm saying? But shit, I ain't mean to, man. I ain't know what I was doing. But it looked like y'all can't go back there now, bro. So I guess it just gotta stay a dream. And y'all are stuck at this wasteland dump of a fucking planet. Man, that nigga Broly was a villain, bruh. But anyways, I digress. Now, I'm pretty sure in order to prevent the move from having too much startup, they were told to make the turnaround quick, which I'm guessing is why it looks so wonky. But this looks like it's pretty much a work in progress. I'm pretty sure it's gonna get fixed, you know, if not the final build of the game, maybe in the day one patch, right? Because we don't know how this is gonna affect him gameplay wise, right? Like, he stops mid game, right? Turns around, charges up one ki blast, talks, turns back around and throws it, right? The opponent is probably gonna have enough time to get the fuck out of the way because of how much startup this move might have. And in a fast-paced game like Tenkaichi, or aka Sparking Zero, that's not really something you want. But I appreciate them, you know, making some changes, right? You know, making this move more flashy, especially in this form, right? Now, we're about to get into my biggest gripe about this character. And before y'all ask, no, it's not his Omega Blaster. His Omega Blaster looks fine the way it is. You know what I'm saying? They don't need to change nothing there. My biggest gripe about this character is literally his most iconic move, and that is Gigantic Hammer. Now, before I go any further, here is what Gigantic Hammer looked like in BT3. Now, here is what Gigantic Hammer looks like in Sparking Zero. So, as y'all can see, this was quite the downgrade, you know what I'm saying? But let's start with the pros, right? I do appreciate that they tried to incorporate change into the move, because after he kicks the opponent up, right, he hits him with a clothesline. And in case y'all are wondering, that clothesline is a reference to the same clothesline he did on Vegeta in the first movie right before he knocked his ass out of commission. You know what I'm saying? And I can still tell that this move is going to be a lot of fun to hit online, right? You hit the grab on him, kick him up, and the character's got that, oh shit, look in his eyes, bam, nigga! Here I come right out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Like, you could make a nigga real mad pulling a move like that off online. You know what I'm saying? Now, on the con side, they might have been told to change the move. And I don't really like using this word because, you know who likes to throw this word out a lot. Censor the move. And the reason I say censor is because I think they got to Android 13 as well. In the trailer, when you see him doing his ultimate, he doesn't do the spine grab and the dive that he did in BT3. You know, he does his flurry of punches, hits him away, and the camera pans straight into him doing the ball. Maybe they just cut it out, maybe they did it, I don't know. You know, just let me know down in the comments. If y'all had to change the move, the least y'all could have done, and this is my biggest gripe with the move, the least y'all could have done was make the move longer. You know what I'm saying? Like, ain't no reason why the move should be going by that quick. And I don't really think this is too much to ask for, especially considering the longevity of other characters' super attacks in the game.
I like. Ooh. Oh, that's hot. That's so sick.
And in case y'all are wondering, well, how can they make this move longer? Well, that's a good question. So in the movie, right when Broly pulls up to Goku after pointing at him, of course, he pulls up on him with a chest blast, right? So I feel like if they wanted to make the move longer, hit the move, maybe charge up the chest blast for half a second, blast them away, Broly rushes up on him, hit the grab, kick him up, get that look in their eye, oh shit, bam! bam, clothesline. You know what I'm saying? That'd be a pretty long move without, you know, taking too much of the oomph out of it, right? And I noticed to low-key make up for it, they put this big-ass damage hole right when he lets them go out of the move. Like, you'll see it jump from like 4,000 all the way up to 10,000. So that way y'all couldn't say, oh, well, it still does the damage you want it to do. Like, nah, you ain't slick, nigga. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not going to tweak too hard about it. At least they put something in there that would still make it fun to land online. You know what I mean? So, yeah, that's it, man. You know what I'm saying? I don't really have too many gripes with this character. However, I do feel like they didn't put as much effort into this Broly as they should have, or at least not as much effort as they put into Super Broly, which I understand that, right? This is Super Broly. He's the new Broly that everyone knows and loves. We gotta make him look good, right? But in the eyes of a new gen player who just came up off of playing Super Broly, I gotta say, OG Broly in this game looks pretty lame in comparison, man. Now, as someone who understands all of the references from the old movies, I think Z Broly still looks disgusting, right? I know I'm gonna have a lot of fun playing him online, but in general, the character just lacks a lot of theatrics. And you would think, like, as a character that was one of the gods in the old games, like, not up there with Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, but he was still high up there in the food chain. You know what I mean? Like, if they couldn't get the OG voice actor back to play him, you know, you would think at least they would try to make him look good, look flashy, you know what I'm saying? Which he does, right? Just not as flashy as I thought he was gonna look, and that's okay. You know what I mean? Not every game has to adhere to my expectations. I'm cool with it. I'm still gonna main my boy Z Broly. I'm still ready to throw hands. He's still gonna be on the main team for sure, for sure. But speaking of theatrics, there are a few moves that I wish they would have incorporated into his moveset, or at least gave us an option to add, you know, with all the new customizations and shit, right? So the first move I would have wanted them to add is called Gigantic Buster, I believe, and it was implemented on Super Saiyan 3 Broly in the Raging Blast series. I'll throw it up on the screen just in case y'all don't know what I'm talking about. Now, I know a lot of niggas think like, oh, that was a move custom made just for Super Saiyan 3 Broly. Nope. Actually, that move came straight out of the movie. You know what I'm saying? It's basically where Broly is playing football with his opponent, you know, just punting them around like a ball. I feel like this could have easily been his ultimate attack, but I get it. Omega Blaster has to be there. It's one of his trademark moves. And legendary Super Saiyan Broly needs an attack that allows him to beam clash with his opponent. So I low-key understand why they didn't add this move into the game. Now, the other move that I would have wanted them to add, you know, this probably could have been part of his moveset as well, you know, just as much as it could have been a move, but it's the attack where Broly is stomping his opponent out, you know what I'm saying, just bouncing up and down on them like he's on a trampoline, you know what I'm saying. Now, when it comes to this move, I understand why they didn't add it into the game. They did implement the move into Xenoverse 2, and, well,
we can actually kill him with boom, 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 then boom, boom, boom. Oh!
But we don't talk about Xenoverse 2 though. Anyways, y'all, that's the video. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments, whether y'all think, yeah, I agree with you, Hammer, he does look pretty vague compared to his new generation counterpart, or do y'all think, nah, nigga, you tripping, dog, like this dude looks just as good as he did in the older games, you know what I'm saying? And who knows, it might be too early to tell. This isn't really the final build of the game, right? There's still a lot of shit that hasn't been shown yet. I'm just going on based off of what I saw so far. You know what I'm saying? Before y'all niggas start storming off in the comments. But anyways, y'all, that's it from me. I'm Armin Hammer. You already know what it is. I love y'all boys. Stay safe. Peace out. And I'm going to see you on the next one.